Good morning, YouTube, and welcome back to another video. In today's video, it is DEKA day. So we got two DEKA races that I'm going to be doing today. We got the DEKA Strong, which I'm going to be doing with Papa John. And then right after that, I got the DEKA Mile, which I will be competing solo in. Yep. And then she's going to be with Grandma while we go conquer these DEKAs. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this day. All right, so the way this is gonna work, my dad and our first event, so the DEKA Strong kicks off, I wanna say at 10, and the wave goes from 10 to 10:30, and then once I'm done with the DEKA Strong, my DEKA Mile wave goes off from 11, what? I can't hold you, girl. All right, and then the DEKA Mile, that one kicks off at 11 o'clock. So the plan, I gotta make sure that I'm fueled. So I ate this morning, had my bagel, a little bit of peanut butter, some honey, and then a cup of egg whites. And then I'm bringing my oats. So I'm gonna do half a cup of oats, a scoop of protein, a little bit of peanut butter, and then there's some more honey in there with a banana. The plan is I'll eat that. Well, I'll show you when I eat that. And then I am bringing some sups. So like I said, my plan is to do probably a scoop of this before my individual race, a scoop of this before my individual race, and then I will do a scoop of some carbs and electrolytes. I'll probably do that one before my dad's or the Strong. Sorry, I'll do that before the Strong, and then I'll also do it before the Mile. So got our tickets, got the directions, got to grab my I'm gonna grab that. I'm gonna grab that before I forget, because I have a tendency to forget things. So I got that. I need a spoon, because I'm not gonna eat it like a barbarian. Or maybe I should. Put some fear in the competition if I just start eating my oatmeal with my bare hands. What do you think, Mama? You think that's a good idea? Oh yeah. All right, maybe I'll scratch the spoon. So, anyways, I'm gonna pack up, go to my parents' house, drop little mama off, and then hit the road, Jack. Huh? Hit the road, Jack? Stay tuned. So day is officially done. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do like a recap commentary over this, about the whole day, the experience, the event, all that stuff, my biggest takeaways, like how I do in all my videos about when I do these events. And as I do that, I'm gonna show some clips of, obviously, I don't really have that much of the DEKA Strong, the team event, because it was just my dad and I who went down. I did not have Cassie, I did not have Adeline, and then we didn't have my mom there either, so we really didn't have anybody to film us do the team. So I got some good footage of my dad, but he didn't get any of me for the DEKA Strong. He did get a good amount of me of when I did the DEKA Mile. So I'm gonna kind of just splice over in some clips from the actual event as I talk about. So all in all, I liked the venue. It was at, I think, a fit camp, or I forgot. It was basically at a gym in Van Nuys. It was very kind of like small gym on the inside, and then when it came to the actual DEKA Mile, we did the running outside. I think it was supposed to be all outside, but the weather was sucky in the morning and super rainy. But I kind of liked the environment, because when I did the DEKA Mile, it was very enclosed, so like everybody was literally able to watch you right there, so that was cool. When we did the DEKA Strong, my dad and I, we were actually in like this back part of the gym, which was also really cool because it was very secluded. So it was like we were in our own lane. there was no one around. So it had both aspects of it, which I actually was liking that compared to the last one I did, which was also really cool. When we started off with the DEKA Strong, the way we broke it up is I did the lunges, my dad did the rower. He went straight into the step ups or the step overs. When he was done with the step overs, then he tagged me in. I did the crunches or the weighted ball sit-ups, which they actually did not hurt my shoulders from the previous Spartan race, so I was happy about that. And then I tagged him in. He did the ski erg. Then he tagged me in. I did the farmer's carry. And then I tagged him in. He did the air bike. And then he tagged me in. I did the medicine ball toss-overs. And then he was originally going to do the sled push. The way he did it last time is he pushed, I pulled, he pushed, I pulled. They switched it up. You can't do that now. So if you're thinking about doing like team event, if you push it, you have to pull it. And then also, since he's older than me, they had a lighter weight for him. So when he pushed it, it was a lighter weight. So if I pulled it, it would have been a lighter weight, and that's not fair. So he went to pull it. As he went to pull it, I told him this is going to it's going to take too much time trying to transition, so just let me do it. Big mistake. Shouldn't have done that. Because the push-pull on the sled absolutely drained me. And then when I got to the burpees absolutely suck. And when you have a 44-pound weight that you got to basically lift above your head, and it wasn't just above your head, you had to actually like fully lock it out, they said this time. So a couple things changed, and then just the transitioning we weren't that smooth on. All in all, we were happy with our performance. We did really want to beat our time from last time, which we didn't do, but that just means we have to go out and sign up for another DEKA event. So great experience, obviously, at the thing. It's always fun to step out and compete with my dad. That was a really cool vibe. And then after, we got a cool picture, and then that's when I started prepping for the DEKA Mile. The event ran very smooth too, because it was only probably about 45 minutes before the DEKA Mile was set up, which that was pretty much on time. When I was warming up for the DEKA Mile, though, my right hip felt super funny, so I was like, okay, hopefully, I think it was just tweaked or whatever. But as soon as the way this event worked, though, we all lined up. There's 4 of us, and we ran out. We did the first loop, and whoever got back first basically got the first lane, and then second got the second, and all the way to the 4th lane. So the only downfall about that is we didn't know which lane we were going to be in, so we couldn't adjust things. Like, we couldn't adjust the rower, we couldn't adjust the bike until we were actually in it. I had a legit judge, though. Shout out to Caesar. He was able, I told him like what I needed, and he was able to kind of go ahead and set it up for me. So took off, ran in. There was this girl. So it was me, a girl, another gentleman, and another girl. So basically 2 girls and me and another gentleman. All 4 of us were the first wave of the open. There was a girl next to me that this girl was like 1 speed the entire time. I told her after, I'm like, you're a beast, because she was literally just, I caught her on a couple of them. But she ended up beating me just because she would, like I said, there was times I'd push in front of her, but she never broke her speed, so she did really good. But it was kind of cool because since we were right next to each other, I kept trying to catch her, and then when I'd catch her, I'd try to hold it. Obviously, I wasn't able to hold it. But so we did the rower felt fine. The rower actually felt really good. The lunges felt really good. The step overs, I was able to do them a lot faster because I was kind of like practicing those a little bit more. And that one I actually got ahead of her. And then when I came back in and we did the ab crunches, those felt fine. Did the ski erg, that one felt fine. That one didn't bother my shoulder. The farmer's carries were cool because we were actually like racing, her and I. And then I finished, I did the assault bike. The assault bike, by then I was pretty much taxed. I was like, okay. I was at that point where I started feeling sorry for myself. Got through obviously the ski erg, or the assault bike. Once I was done with the assault bike, then I think I went into the med ball toss overs, or it's vice versa. I might have done the med ball toss first, whatever. Those ones I started before her. This is where, again, I'm like just very impressed with how she was so consistent. Like, that's something I want to shoot for. The med balls, I got to 10, and 10 was fine. And then I got to like 15, and I'm like, this sucks. And I started feeling sorry for myself. And the voice of average came in, and it was just all that stuff. Obviously, I finished those. And then it was funny because when I got to the sled where you push-pull, my judge, Caesar, was like, now it's the easy part. Like, you got through the hard part. I said, who are you fooling? Now it is the hard part. So did the sled, the pushing and the pulling. By then I'm drenched, I'm beat, my arms are sore, my legs are sore. I'm just, you know, feeling sorry for myself. So finished that, did that at a constant speed. Like my main goal was obviously just to do everything fluid, do everything, not take breaks, not anything like that. I'm not gonna lie, one of the times when I ran out, the voice of average got to me, and I took a couple steps, put my hands on my head, and I walked. I wasn't jogging. And I walked, like I said, probably about 10 steps, and then pretty much punched the voice of average in the face, and then just kept pushing through. Like, because I realized it's not going to get easier by me walking, unless I literally walk, like, and sit and catch my breath. I'm not going to catch my breath. Like, that's what I kind of realized, is like, this is just going to suck. So walking's going to suck. You might as well just run, jog. It's going to suck. So I did do that. And then when I got to the actual RAM burpees, those burpees just aren't fun at all. My shoulders were pretty much toast. My triceps were toast. And you could see, like, when I was finished, I was finished. I was spent. So I left everything. There was nothing left in the tank. However, I did not beat my time either. I got 27, I think, flat, and then my previous time I got 26, like 49, so I did not beat it by 11 seconds. And now that I think about it, I don't think we beat our time by 11 seconds, so I don't know what the heck is wrong with 11. But it was not a PR at all. But it was fun to get out there and get back into a DEKA event. I love the DEKAs. They're just fun. And I was telling my dad this on the way home. DEKAs are way more painful during than a Spartan race. But when you finish a DEKA, within about 10 minutes, you're feeling refreshed. Spartan races, this is how at least I see it, they, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being absolutely suck, you hate your life, they're like a 7 to 8, pretty much the entire time. But when you finish, you're like spent. You feel it, you're sore the next day, they just kick your butt. These things are pretty much like a 10, maybe even 11 of suckiness, but it's for a very short time. And then when you finish, within, like I said, probably about 10 minutes, you're chilling. Like you're feeling good. You're not like super sore. You don't feel injured. Like I don't feel injured at all. My lower back's a little tight, but to be honest with you, I'm probably going to work out tomorrow just because I see this as more of a workout. So when you're comparing the two, like Spartan races to DEKA event, that's my own personal take on these things. That's why I love doing DEKAs, because they're quick, they're fun. You have a crowd. Like I said, when I was in my lane doing my thing, pretty much everybody was there that was at the event, and they were all cheering. Obviously they weren't cheering for me, but they're cheering, so it's kind of like, oh, it's just cool. They had music, really cool vibe. So all in all, did we PR? Absolutely not. Was it a good day? It was a good day. But if I'm being honest, which I'm always honest with you guys, and I watched the video back of, obviously, that I showed you guys of it. If I'm being completely honest, I weighed in at 203 this morning, and seeing how I look physique wise, and then also just obviously I didn't PR. I'm very upset and unhappy with how I looked. I do not like, I feel like I look like a fluffy dad bod, and I don't like that at all. And again, I'm comparing to how I looked and felt when I did this Spartan race when I was like 192. So I think this was actually a really good thing that I signed up for this event. I got to physically see myself out there and realize how, like, I'm not happy with how I look at all. So I need to, it's like motivation. Like, guess what? You got yourself there, and guess what? You're going to get yourself out. So I really got to lock it in. Basically, that's what I take away from today. I got 4 weeks until DEKA Fit, which is in Anaheim. It's at the convention center. It's going to be a super legit event. I already know that. What sucks about that event, Cassie can't go. My parents can't go. And Adeline's going to have to get watched. So I'm going to be flying solo into what I would call, obviously, the biggest DEKA event, because it's DEKA Fit. There's only one in SoCal this entire year, and it's this year, or it's next month. So I got 4 weeks to get it right, get it tight, like the way I look, go out there and perform. I've never done a DEKA Fit, so whatever I do, it's obviously going to be a PR. But I already like switched up my whole nutrition plan, so stay on the lookout for that, because that will be coming out soon.
my workout training program that I've been doing, I absolutely love. I just got to increase the intensity, which I'll talk about that in another video. I got to increase the cardio, which I'll talk about that. And then I obviously got to increase, might have to get back to my daily step count being a little bit higher. But this is why you always need to sign up for stuff. And this is why I am a firm believer of, like, you need to be your biggest judge. Like, you need to make it so that you are happy with how you feel, how you look, how you perform. That's what I am always about when it comes to this DBA lifestyle. Like, look good, feel good, and perform good. That is the thing. Like, did I perform that good today? No, I wasn't even at the level that I've been at before, so I didn't perform good. I don't think I looked good, and therefore I didn't feel good. But I'm not, like, throwing a pity party. It's more just like, okay, this is where I'm at, and this is where I want to go. So I got to bridge that gap. So I have a whole game plan in place for it, and now I got 4 weeks to see if I can get my discipline level to where it needs to be. And then the goal is if in 4 weeks I do the DEKA Fit, maybe 4 weeks after that, I think it is. I think another 4 weeks after that is the High Rocks, and I think that one's in Anaheim. So that's the plan. 34 years old this year, coming at about 190 to 194. I'll be below 10% body fat, and I want to be an absolute beast / weapon out on that floor. And again, when I say this, I'm really just competing with myself at the end of the day. Like like I said, I got beat today by a lot of different people, but like, I'm upset that I didn't beat myself from last time. That's like my biggest takeaway. So anyways, this is just a recap of the DEKA Fit. It wasn't obviously filmed the way I wanted it to because I didn't have anybody there to film. However, there was an actual guy there filming the event. He said he got a lot of video of me. So he said he'll send that to me, and then I'll probably obviously put that on the channel so you guys could see. But that's another thing. I'm very bummed that he got obviously a lot of video of me, and I'm not happy with how I looked or performed. But guess what? That's on me. Anyways, I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate you guys following the channel. I appreciate you following this journey as I try to complete the DEKA Fit. Oh, this is the medal. I didn't even show you the medal. The medals are ginormous. Look at this bad boy. This sucker's huge. This is like way bigger than the last one. And then obviously you get your piece. So there's one of them. I got 2 of them. Adeline just got in big trouble though because she asked me if she could play with these earlier, and I said, yeah, just don't lose them, mama, because these are very important to Dad. And I was sitting here telling Cassie about my day, and then I was like, wait a minute, where are my medals? And guess what? Little Adeline lost them. So we went on this big hunt, and then I told her, this is why I told you not to lose them. But anyway, Cassie found them, because that's usually how it works. The husband can't find something, and the wife comes in and finds it instantly. So anyways, I will be posting basically my journey for the next couple of weeks on the leading up to the DEKA Fit, leading up to the DEKA High Rocks, or the DEKA High Rocks. I'm tired. Leave me alone. High Rocks. So pretty much for the next like 8 weeks, I'm going to be super dialed in on everything. Nutrition, sleep, cardio, lifting, all aspects that pretty much build a hybrid athlete, since that's what everybody's calling it nowadays. But if you are out there thinking about doing a DEKA Strong, DEKA Fit, DEKA Mile, whatever it is, I highly encourage you to do it. And if you can, do it with a teammate, so you don't have to do as much. You can kind of get your feet wet and then maybe work up to doing it by yourself, because it's always fun. And the DEKA teams are always super fun. I love doing that event with my pops. So anyways, you guys already know the motto: stay happy, stay healthy, and above all, don't be average. Now go sign up for a DEKA event.